Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday. It is Monday again, November the 25th, and we're here to look at the new releases that have been published this week and this week only as their debut on stage showing for us availability. Hope you had a good weekend. Mine wasn't too bad, and it's a short work week for me, so I'm actually not being dreadful about Monday. So today we look at cozy mysteries. I was kind of concerned that we weren't going to have a whole lot of books published being a holiday week. I was wrong. tons, tons of cozy mysteries. We'll be looking at them all this week. Quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I will have them tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, give or take a few minutes because we have had white stuff now. And I will have them on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day in the US. I will be starting 2 hours early. So at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'll go for 4 hours, probably 4.5. Good morning, Kim. How's it going? How's the eye doing? Good morning, Mary. I was going to ask you, how was the visit with your daughter? I was thinking about you all week. Side note, it's flipping cold here today. It is in single digits. I'm seeing 5 degrees. We're supposed to get up to 30, but it is currently 5 degrees out there. Keo went out this morning to, take a breath of air and then went, no, came back in. First up, Madrigals and Mayhem by Elizabeth Penny, 4th in the Cambridge Bookshop series. Molly is eager to experience her first English Christmas with her family and friends now that she's adjusted to her move to Cambridge and her restoration of her family's ancestral bookshop, Thomas Marlowe, manuscripts and folios. When local toy shop Pemberley's Emporium reopens, Molly is excited to meet the new owner, Charlotte Pemberley, who is determined to make the toy store a success after unexpectedly becoming her grandfather Arthur's sole heir. Arthur's new wife, Althea Winters, and her unpleasant family loathe Charlotte for inheriting what they believe was theirs and have set their sights on a valuable Madame Alexander doll that's gone missing. When Althea's grandson is poisoned by cakes from tea and crumpets, Charlotte becomes the top suspect. Molly believes Charlotte was the intended victim and investigates the Pemberley's home, only to discover that Arthur had been murdered. To get closer to this treacherous family, Molly and her boyfriend Kieran go undercover by volunteering to act and sing for a madrigal dinner directed by Althea and her daughter at St. Hildegard's College. Molly must help her new friend clear her name while searching for the missing doll and wrangling her own family during the chaotic holiday festivities at Bookshop. The missing doll talk reminds me of like a Nancy Drew. Is that the first or second one? Somewhere in there? Yeah, I'm not wearing any long johns yet, but I've got my thick sweatshirt on. My thicker. Warmer here this morning, 49. That's still chilly. That's still wear something thicker or layers. Murder at Glenlock Hill, 6th in the Stella and Lindy Mysteries, Historical Mysteries, by Clara McKenna. Along with cheering on her soon-to-be brother-in-law, Frederick Kentfield, at the British Open in Scotland, Stella embraces the chance to connect with her distant cousins, the McEwens, at the Grand Estate Glenlock Hill. But she and Lindy don't receive the warm welcome they expect when their arrival is marred by missing luggage, evasive hosts, and the perceived mistreatment of a young laundry maid. Adding to the tense atmosphere, Freddie's roguish father, Sir Edwin, appears at the manor uninvited, his presence casting a shadow over the events and stirring up more unanswered questions. That he's killed. As golf clubs swing on the green, so do Lindy's fists in an uncharacteristic outburst. Chaotic circumstances take a dark turn when Sir Edwin is found bludgeoned. Told you. Outside the laundry house, the maid waiting beside the body, no murder weapon in sight, and all eyes on Lindy. ... It was in the 30s yesterday when I left for church. Yep, that's cold too. That's below zero. I mean, freezing. More coffee. 34 here this in Virginia. We'll get up to 61 or so. So a nice day. Oh, yeah. The Herringbone Harbor Mystery by Sally Goldenbaum, 7th in the Seaside Knitters Society series. The Yarn Studio Seaside Knitters have their hands full designing new classes for vacationers, as well as testing each other's originality by creating a single blanket together. Bertie's teenage granddaughter is also visiting for the season and soon has plans for her friend Daisy to start a dog walking business. Meanwhile, the Lazy Lobster and Soup Cafe's local fair is gaining newfound attention with the addition of a new well-known Boston chef. It's sure to be another beautiful, busy time in their tight-knit town, until Bertie spots a huge blaze from her balcony one evening, frighteningly close to knitter Cassie's lobster business. But the morning brings news that it was a house in Small Fisherman's Cove, and a familiar fisherman is found dead inside. Not only did the young woman walk his beloved sheepdog Squid, they may have been the last people to see him alive. When questions surface about the actual timing of the man's death, it turns out something is more than fishy. As suspicion rocks an usually placid sea harbor, knitters Izzy, Bertie, Cass, and Nell must pick apart tangled secrets and wrap up false accusations before the killer hooks another victim. Death by Caramel Macchiato by Alex Erickson, 13th in the Bookstore Cafe Mysteries. Good morning, Storm. How you doing? Getting up to 74 today. Wow. Mary Kim, how are you doing these days? Still improving, I hope. Kim, I love these seaside knitters. I get confused, though. It seems like there are now 2 sets with different numbers. High today is 48. Is it spring yet? It's not even winter yet. Mary says ice storm. The unique weekend-long event, a combination of a live-action role-playing game and a theatrical production, draws competitors from all the neighboring towns, including Pine Hill's own Chrissy and Rita. Although the actors' clues and performances are spread across the community, somehow Chrissy's team lands at the one location with an actual body. Police immediately call off the competition while they conduct a real murder investigation, but soon it's clear some folks are playing by their own set of rules. So it's up to Chrissy and her pals to shuffle through the suspects and draw out the real killer before another player takes their final turn. End of row 1. Like I say, I was concerned being a holiday week, there weren't going to be a whole lot of books to look at. Wrong. There's almost 50 cozy mysteries all by themselves. We will not get to them all today. We will get to them all this week because we do have the morning show every day, including Thanksgiving. Maddie Day has a new one, Deadly Crush, 2nd in the C.C. Barton Mysteries series. After a mostly stress-free Christmas with her college-age daughter, and despite enjoying a current budding romance with fellow newcomer Benjamin Cohen, it's time for Cece to focus on Vino y Vida, the Colinas wine bar she manages. Electrical work and an outdoor security camera are needed, and she's hired local electrician Carl Meyer to do the job, along with the help of his nephew Ian. But she regrets her choice when she witnesses Carl needlessly berate Ian in her presence. You don't really know the whole story, just saying. On top of that, Carl leers at her, then presents her with an uninflated bill before the work is complete. Still, she's shocked when she gets a call from Carl's ex-wife Josie that she's found Carl crushed to death beneath the lift in her automotive shop. Cece convinces Josie to call the police, even though Josie is terrified. After all, Carl was an abusive husband, was threatening her, and she has no alibi. With Josie's future on the line and maybe her own, Cece starts her own investigation. From the customers Carl cheated to the other women he harassed, she finds there's no lack of suspects other than the shelter kittens to whom he was uncharacteristically sweet to. He was uncharacteristically a sweet volunteer. There's wording in there that's weird. Or it's my brain. With a bouquet of motives and unanswered questions, Cece's going to need the help of her twin, Allie, who owns a nearby B&B, as she dives into Carl's past before the killer catches up with her and the lights go out for good. Here's a question that came to me. We'll use Jessica Fletcher. There's a cover. Okay. Using Jessica Fletcher, but there's a lot of these that have been running for a very long time now. If you were aware of a person who solved a lot of mysteries because they keep finding bodies and they want to hire you for a job, but those kind of people are the ones who get killed, would you, no matter how much money, work for that person? I don't think I would. Kim says, good morning, Stormy. Mary, I'm doing good with both hip and eye, loving being able to see. Can't wait for the second eye next week. Indeed. Planes, Candy Canes, and Hearses by Catherine Bruns, 14.5. Oh, darn. This is a novella. I was suckered in by the name. I usually don't do novellas, but we'll do it today. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas for Sally Muccio. The part-time sleuth and full-time baker is up to her elbows in sugar and a puzzling mystery that threatens to ruin her jolly holiday. As Sal and her good friend Josie prepare to close their bakery to enjoy Christmas Eve, it's as well as Sal's daughter's birthday, a last-minute sojourn to the airport interferes. Sal mistakenly thinks this will be a quick outing to pick up her father from a business trip. But with the weather outside frightful and her delightful father nowhere to be found, her fears quickly begin to escalate. Where is Dominic Muccio, and why isn't he answering his phone? And who is the mysterious companion he was seen leaving the airport with? If Sal doesn't find her father soon, no one will be rocking around the Christmas tree. Includes a delicious recipe for candy cane cookies. And would be a very fast seasonal read, probably, being under 100 pages. Ginger Bolton has a new one. Blame the Beignets, a Deputy Donut Mystery, number 9. With mouth-watering treats selling fast in October, Emily is delighted to welcome her assistant's younger sister Hannah to help at the donut shop while taking a semester off from college. But Hannah's talent for dishing powdered pastries without dropping a crumb attracts some unusual customers, as two admirers with opposite personalities begin to show up during her shifts, much to her older sister's disappointment. Real trouble comes after hours in the dark forest surrounding Emily's lakeside house. Emily follows a trail of her freshly made beignets, just like those purchased by the two admirers, to a dead body. And while the victim may have burned a few bridges, there's no way to sugarcoat the discovery of Hannah's hair clip at the crime scene. Now, as suspicions fall on her own employee and unsavory rumors swirl around town, it will take far more than a sprinkle of good luck for Emily to learn the truth and expose a killer with a very deadly craving. I like this next cover. Other than the superimposed critter there, which looks like a dog. Murder at the Marriage Nuptials by Tessa Ora. Cozy Maple Lake glistens in the winter wonderland of trees lit with garlands sparkling against the frozen water. Wedding planning is in full motion with poinsettias in place, cake ordered, and guests invited. But when Lila's sister Sarah discovers the wedding planner poisoned only weeks before the big day, plans take an abrupt stop. Sarah and Mrs. Potts, the baker, become the prime suspects. Molly, Lila, and their fiancés, Jake and Max, jump into action with Mitz, the clue-sniffing chihuahua. Oh, that's a chihuahua. In the lead. Revenge is in the air. Then Molly discovers Mitz has disappeared only days before the big event. Molly must find Mitz, clear Liz and Mrs. Potts' names, and complete the wedding plans before this vengeance causes the event to go off without a hitch. They say pretty, except for that Ewok on the cover. End of row 2. MJ Tro has a new one. He's typically a, or she, I don't know. I always thought it was a he, I guess. Historical mystery author. This is Maxwell's Christmas, 17th in the Schoolmaster Murder Mysteries. Christmas is the time for, oh, I was sorry, the blurbs. I was trying to figure out if there's any information in the blurbs. Christmas is the time for overcooked turkey. You're never invited again, buddy. And excessive decorations. Not murder, but murder's certainly on the Christmas cards for Peter Maxwell when a woman plummets from a car park roof. That same day, a secretary enters her boss's office and finds him disemboweled at his desk. Well, that's going to be a mess to clean up. Nothing appears to link the victims, but could there be a connection with the arrival of the new history teacher? He seems to know a suspicious amount about the residents of Leaford and their shady pasts. Can Maxwell solve the mystery before this ghost of Christmas past strikes again? Oh, darn it, this was previously published. Oh, they've snuck 2 by me today. A Blend of Betrayal by Simone Steer, 3rd in the Cafe Crimes Cozy Mystery Series. That dog's expression is like, what the? Deck the halls with mystery and murder in Magnolia Grove. As the holiday season arrives, Parker Hayes is busy brewing up festive cheer at her cozy cafe, Catchy Latte. But when a prominent town figure is found dead at the annual tree lighting ceremony with a cup of Parker's special holiday blend, the town's joyous spirit is rattled. Determined to clear her friend Maggie's name and save Magnolia Grove's beloved Yuletide Jubilee, Parker takes on the role of amateur sleuth. As she digs deeper, she uncovers a tangled web of secrets, scandals, and surprising connections. Can Parker crack the case before the killer strikes again and extinguishes the town's holiday cheer? With the help of her trusty sidekick Wit and her lovable friends, Parker must outsmart the culprit and restore peace to Magnolia Grove. A Blend of Betrayal is a delightful holiday cozy mystery filled with twists, turns, and a taste of romance. Grab a cup of hot cocoa and settle in for a thrilling holiday whodunit. Which reminds me, Stormy, do we have prompts for December? I suppose I need to read some Christmas. And Lord knows, we're seeing, for the last month, we've been seeing a lot of them. Oh, Kahi Kidnapping. Sorry, Hawaii. Charlotte Gibson Mysteries, book number 12. By Jasmine Webb. It's all hands on deck when a teenager visiting Maui disappears one night, and all signs point toward wrongdoing. With Charlie and Jake working together for once, they're going to have to put aside their feelings for each other if it means getting to the bottom of this case. And things get even more intense when it turns out there's a connection to someone they know. With time ticking away, Charlie is all too aware that every minute counts if they want to find the teenager safely. But she and Jake are in more danger than they realize. Will Charlie bring the victim back home safely? Or will the kidnapper become the killer? I'm sure people in Hawaii are just cringing. Because they're up at, 2 in the morning watching this? Death Takes the Lead by Rosemary Simpson, 9th in the Gilded Age Mysteries. I've not read this series. I have a hard time with series that are set in the U.S., historical mysteries set in the U.S. I prefer the U.K. I do like Victoria Thompson. She's a class above. April 1891. Prudence Mackenzie is delighted to attend a riveting rehearsal of Waif of the Highlands with her dear friend Lydia Truitt, whose cousin Septimus Ward stars in the play. But the drama continues after the curtain falls as the women overhear a ferocious argument between Septimus and the play's famous playwright-director Barrett Hughes. When confronted about the dispute, Septimus reveals he actually wrote the script, but allowed Hughes to claim authorship in return for casting Septimus's paramour, Flora Campbell, in the lead. Septimus has come to regret the agreement and vows to reclaim authorship, even if it means the play never opens. But days later, Prudence and Geoffrey are urgently summoned to Septimus's boarding house, where the thespian lays dying in Lydia's arms. Lydia believes her cousin's death is no accident and wants Hunter and Mackenzie, investigative law to look into the matter, going so far as to help Prudence and Flora secure employment undercover in the play's wardrobe department. At first, Hughes's determination to keep the production running seems admirable, but his motives are soon called into question as Prudence hears whispers backstage about his notorious predatory behavior with young women. And when another body turns up at the theater, it's clear that someone is targeting the play and its company. But why? Prudence and Geoffrey must improvise as they tread into an unfamiliar world where deceit is cultivated for entertainment and deception is celebrated as talent, to expose a darkness lurking behind the glittering stage lights. Dot, 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 dot. End of that row. We might have time for one more. The Witch is Back by Angela M. Sanders, 6th in the Whichway Librarian Mysteries. Surprised by an unexpected visit from her oddly pensive mother, Josie is like the bingo name today, hopes to distract her with a visit to the Eyrie, the clifftop manor where the recently passed Reverend Clarence Duffy lived. Inside, however, Josie hears hissed warnings from boxes of the preacher's old books. And once home from the library's detective novels, when Wilfred residents start to receive threatening letters the next day, the witch in training is determined to uncover the missive's author. But not before the dead body of one of the Reverend's sons is discovered at the bottom of the cliff. Unsettled by the Wilfred residents' crumbling friendships and by her mother's reason for her visit, Josie has her hands full of dilemmas. Sheriff Sam is no help. He laughs off the letter he receives. Then Josie finds one addressed to her, stating that the author knows her secret. Josie must trust her fledgling sorcery, as well as a bit of magic from a surprising source, to uncover the poisoned pen before anyone else receives a deadly delivery. Dun, dun, dun. Well, that's one to end on. The alarm is about to go here. Everybody remember, we ended on The Witch is Back. All right. Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. I will look them up. Okay, good. Thank you. Storm likes the Gilded Age series. Yeah, it's on my radar, I guess. I might be coming out of my slump. We'll see. Kim, I tried the first one, but I couldn't get into it. I'll try again later on the Gilded Age one. 141, maybe. You know, it's not like I have a whole bunch to read otherwise. All right. That's all we have for today. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the darker side of crime fiction and thrillers. Like I say, there might not be a whole lot, so then we'll just continue with the cozy mysteries because there's a lot there. Hope you guys have a very good Monday. I don't have sprints on my channel. I think they are on Tiffany's channel tonight if you want to do any sprinting. Our next sprints are tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, give or take a few minutes because we have snow here and you never know with traffic, and I'm driving a new car. And I will be having sprints on our Thursday night, our regular night, but we'll be starting 2 hours early, so I'll be doing a total of 4.5 hours. Kim, it was good, just seemed really long. Gotcha. Thanks so much. Everyone have a great day. You too, Mary. Storm by my channel. Oh, it's your channel tonight. Awesome. It's on Stormy's channel tonight. Storm reads. Thank you. And Kim confirms it. Thank you, guys. Sunday's kind of my nap day, and I think I slept through a bunch of sprints yesterday. Sorry. All right. Have a very good Monday. Be safe. Be warm. Or if you are in the southern states, be cool. Take your turkey out of the freezer. Start it, if you haven't already. Start it defrosting. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.